I'm going to hand it over to Sue.
Marvellous, thank you. Right, let's play with the armchair die because that's pretty special.
Nice.
And versatile as well, I think. Good for mail cards. I can see lots of mail cards being made.
Yeah, great
from
retirement
this.
card, I think.
Yes.
The armchair.
So I'm going to use this with the end of core papers, the lovely autumn ones, with lush, deep autumn colours, and you've got a mix of dark pattern papers and light ones. It's great. So this one comes to mind for the sofa, this sort of checkered one.
Definitely.
It's, you know, it's good how you can flick through something and get inspiration when you have these products in front of you. So I'm going to grab that armchair die, and what I want to do is I want to place it so it's great that these bits are open so you can see where you're placing it. I didn't think about cutting out a separate cushion, but what I did think about was to have this darker band across the front here to make it look like it's separate cushions. And I might have the arm pieces here in a lighter shade, so I think I'll put it about there.
That works very well, I've got to say so.
And then fix it in place with some tape and then run it through your die cutting machine. And then what you end up getting is this one. And then what I'm going to do is I've actually already cut the feet off. I'll explain that why I did that later. And if I bring the die back...
I've had a thought about this. I don't know if it will work.
Right.
I'm looking at that, Sue, and thinking, if you've die cut 2 or 3 of them and you take off the arm at one side, you could maybe make a 2-seater sofa.
Oh!
If you take off the arm at one side of one and both arms, you could make a 3-seater sofa.
Ooh.
I wonder if it'd work. Do you think it would work?
Yeah.
I reckon you could adapt it.
Yeah. So I've just got some colouring pencils here. I just want to create a little bit of shading. So I'm using the pencil right on the edge because it can sort of go over the crease line and just bring the depth of that out. So I just want to put some more shading in here. I like coloured pencils because they create like a sort of sketchy shading, which I think is quite nice sometimes.
I've got some new pencils.
Have you?
Yeah, I've not had a chance to use them yet. I can't wait. They're actually the same brand as you've got there.
Ah, yeah. Magnificent, these ones. I might just add a little bit of black just to make it a bit darker in a couple of places.
You see, we've got a sample, haven't we, with one of the foxes sat on the armchair.
Yeah, what a great vision, idea that is, rather than using the cat.
Well, there's 3 foxes, you see,
Actually,
in that set. So I think it's a little bit unfair that one fox gets an armchair. That's why you need a sofa. So you can get them all together on the 3-seater sofa.
Right, on the other side of this pattern paper is this nice colour here. So what I'm going to do now, chuck the die across the desk. If I get like the brown again, and I just want to use this as a stencil and draw round it, both sides, and then cut these out. So these are an additional element that I'm going to add. So I've already cut those out here. And again, I just want to put some shading on. I just want these to look like a wooden panel. You know, some of the sofas had a bit of a wooden panel down the front. So
actually, you've made me think about an old chair that I had that had those wooden scrolls on the front. You know, as you went up the armchair.
Yes, and some had sort of gold rivets, didn't they?
Yeah.
Put a deeper line.
I think you could,
there.
with the feet, you could almost do a little bit of gilding and make it look like they've got casters on the bottom as well.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
We're going a bit posh, aren't we, with these chairs?
So I'm going to attach those.
All for the foxes to sit on.
So I'm going to leave a little bit of fabric around the edge, so just so it looks like.
Doesn't that make a difference, though?
Rolls over. It's just bringing it into life a bit more, I think. Make it look satin and well used. And I've cut the same armchair again in craft card.
Okay.
And this is why I've cut the feet off because I want to have
Ah.
wooden legs, and I've just given them a little bit of a shade as well. So let's attach.
Do you know, Sue, I reckon there's a way you could find either, you could probably place the die over the fold of a card so you've got the shape, and then put the full shape on the front again, or put some sort of hinge and make armchair shaped cards.
Yes, yes, why not? Because it's a good size.
Yeah, it
yes,
is, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that is quite sweet if it folded up. And then you can put these legs on the front and then these legs on the back.
Yeah.
Yes, and then it could stand up. Yes, that's a great idea. Okay, I've got that, and now I want to do the cushion. So if we get the pillow, and I'd like to do that in the gingham sort of paper. So I'll die cut that out, and that will give me this piece, which has a little sort of, have it this way around because it's got this edge here. That's like the top of the pillow.
Emily has got the best idea of the day. The award goes to Emily. So far, there's still a bit of time left in the show. We've got a sentiment for this card. It needs to say, I cherish you.
Oh.
That is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, very
I could have
clever.
kept that to myself and pretended that was my idea.
That's really clever. Actually, I want to poke that down a bit because that's the front of the chair, and then this is the cushion piece going back.
Oh, let's see if we can think of some more chair puns.
Yeah, there. And then the cat. And the gingham paper's actually got this nice pale colour on the back, so I'm going to die cut the cat out of that. And then I just want to give it a bit more definition with the eyes. So I'm going to sit that back in and then get a fine liner pen and just go around the eyes.
Do you know, if you extend the chair and you make the two-seater or the three-seater,
and just
you could have a sentiment that says, so far, yet so near.
That's brilliant.
Or what? Did I get it the wrong way around?
Let's do the tail
So
as
near
well.
and yet so far. Yeah, you can do it either way.
That's great. Oh, I'm just going to draw around the tail as well, just to.
Oh, somebody watching must have another pun. Email in studio@thecraftstore.com.
And let's put that on a foam pad, shall we? The cat. So I'll cut my foam pads up to get them the exact size I'd like. Just a little piece.
Oh,
And then the cat can sit on top of there. Cute. And then we'll
Very
build the
sweet.
card up. So I'm going to have a square craft card that I'm going to sit the sofa on. And to make it pop a bit more, we're going to use some more pattern paper. I really like this really dark leaf one. I think that's gorgeous. So I've cut that out and left a bit of craft card showing around the edge. So I'll
Emily's
place
got
that
another
on.
one. The sentiment could say, you're in a safe chair of hands.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's brilliant. The imagination.
Oh, how many have we got now? That's 3. Let's see if we can get to at least 5 puns by the end of the hour.
Right, so I'm going to place this on foam pads a bit lower down. And then what I'd like to do is to bring in this lovely stamping platform. I do like this. It's just such a neat size.
This is a great price, isn't it?
It's
I remember
brilliant.
this from the earlier hour. And you can extend your cardstock or your paper from the side and the bottom as well on one side. You've got rulers across 2 sides, open edges on the others. You do get the magnets with it as well, don't you?
Yes, yeah, so each, yeah, you get the 1-liner ones and the 2-liner ones to fit on there. So that's really good. Okay. And we're going to stamp this on. Let's use the same grey so it all matches. That's it. Let's use it on an angle so I've got room to die cut it out. And I'm going to use, let's see, a softer colour.
Okay.
I'm going to use, let's go for the brown. No, actually black's fine. I'm going to go for black because I want it to stand out against the grey. So I've got, just gently pat it. I've just got the VersaFine ink.
I think think you may find at end of call as well, along with the paper, so it might be something worth looking at to pop into your basket as well. No extra postage on anything that's an end of call, of course.
And then we'll get our die. Sit that over. Should wait for the ink to dry. So die cut that out.
I think we might have another pun coming.
Oh no, not another
I've
one.
not heard it yet, but
So
somebody sounds very excited.
Let's bring the card back in. What have you got this time? Who's thinking of these up?
How did we not think of this one? Cheer up.
Yay, that's great.
That's fine. We only need one more by the end of the hour.
So
we're about halfway through the show. We could actually extend to 10. I wonder how many people watching can come up with some more, please. We've set a total of 5, but let's get past that.
okay, so that's all it needs, I think. So it's
That
sort
is
of
absolutely gorgeous.
a male
Love
mood
it.
to it, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I love your idea there with the paper as well. That works so beautifully. And the fact that you can match the pattern up and everything, it's just genius.